Right, hi. Uh, so I've just been watching the rest of this race video. Oh, I mentioned it on my last race video. So they just played the conclusion, right? I just watched the conclusion, and I come to this realization. Fuck, I might have to play it again. Just to remind me, because I didn't take any notes. Where are we? Race. Right. Okay. It probably won't play because I'm trying to make a video. Race, the power of illusion, of an illusion, how the racial wealth gap was created. I'm just going to the end of the video.
Into this system, we don't ask to be loaded up with stereotypes or omissions or distortions when we come into the world. We don't ask to be in a structure which is unfair, but that's what we have inherited. Whether you identify as a person of color, whether you identify as a white person, it doesn't matter.
I think we have to be uncomfortable with the present racial arrangement. In a sense, I think we have to be willing to be uncomfortable, willing to demand more of ourselves and more of our country.
Thanks, Johnny.
And willing to make the invisible visible.
I think we all have to think about, what can I influence? I don't influence everything, but the things I do influence, I can think about, how am I making this a more equitable environment? I can ask myself, who's included in this picture and who isn't? Who's had opportunities in my environment and who hasn't? What can I do about that?
Okay, I just stopped it there. Some of the things that what was I thinking about? It was like the vast majority of people didn't have any sort of say in how we've ended up. You know, pretty much none of us have had any say in how we've ended up. You know. What are we going to do? One of the things about doing the work, right, I've realized that I don't know anything. I just don't know anything at all. You know, if I'm really honest, and I that's one of the pointers about doing the work is to be honest, is that I don't know anything at all. Ah, dear. Well, don't let me stop you, Johnny. If you want to be, you're the man. You know. I'm having one. I've got one here. Look, you see. That's what I was going to say. Right, that's what the video was about. Now I just remember now. The IQ thing. I should have mentioned that in the title. I forgot to mention it. IQ. Now, IQ has been pushed with this idea that because white people generally have a higher IQ than black people, that we're more intelligent than them. And it's not true, because there are all different types of intelligence, you know. For example, the way the Maasai I know they're only a very small group of people in Africa and black people, but the way that they look after their animals, their cows, you know, and they make this food out of milk and blood, and they mix it together, and it's very sustaining, and they're like warriors, and they're really tall. They're like 6'6", like 2 meters tall, really strong warriors. They fight tigers and kill tigers and elephants and stuff, you know, with just spears, not guns, with just spears. You know, they're amazing people, and there's loads of really interesting tribes in Africa. You know, amazing trackers. You know, people that can track any animal across any terrain. You know, just amazing for hundreds of miles, even sometimes. These people might not score very well in an IQ test, but they can survive perfectly well in nature, in the wild. When you get somebody who's like a white person with a high IQ and you put them in the wild, they can't survive. They'll be dead in a day, you know. One day they're dead. That's what it's like with a. Oh, and right now, the other thing about IQ, right? I've been watching these videos, right? These Dan Pena videos, Dan Pena, Pena, the $50 billion man. Is it the $50 million man or the $50 billion man? He's a $1 trillion man now. Anyway, and he's like a wizard at making money, right? And he says that the best people to make loads of money are people with low IQs. You don't want a high IQ. It gets in the way, you know. Okay. That's about it, really. This is going to be a short video. I'm cutting it off now. Bye, Johnny. Bye, other viewer. Thanks for watching. Thumb up and stuff.